Good morning and happy Tuesday. Here are some of the stories we're following today. 1. Death of Robin Williams highlights battle with depression. The acclaimed actor and comedian was found dead in his California home on Monday at age 63. An autopsy is scheduled for Tuesday, but police believe the cause of death was suicide due to asphyxia. Throughout his storied 40-year career, Williams' life was punctuated by cocaine-induced hallucinations and severe depression. He was clean for 2 decades, the time in which he won an Oscar for Good Will Hunting and picked up nominations for other big-screen hits, including Dead Poets Society and Good Morning, Vietnam, but he had been to drug rehab at least twice, most recently last month. 2. Violence flares in St. Louis suburb during police protest. The shooting death by a cop of unarmed black teenager Michael Brown has continued to mobilize protesters in Ferguson. It was the second night of violence that included fires and looting of stores. Police said Brown, 18, was shot after a physical confrontation with an officer. Brown's family disputes that account, and their attorney Monday said the teen was executed in broad daylight. The FBI has opened an investigation. 3. Probe ongoing in death of race car driver. An autopsy Tuesday revealed Kevin Ward Jr. was killed by massive blunt trauma after he was hit by a car driven by fellow driver Tony Stewart during a race in upstate New York. Ward was struck after getting out of his car during the race, apparently angry that Stewart had earlier collided with him, but there was no evidence that Stewart retaliated by hitting him on purpose, police said. Still, investigators said the probe into what happened isn't over and that we continue to gather all information. No criminal charges have been placed against anyone. 4. Unproven drugs should be used on Ebola patients. Who as the death toll tops 1,000 for the virus ravaging West Africa. The World Health Organization ruled Tuesday that it remains ethical to offer experimental drugs or vaccines to affected patients. The ruling would cover the use of ZMapp, the U.S.-made drug that has so far been given only to the 3 Western patients, including 2 Americans with the disease. Meanwhile, stay in Liberia. He died in a hospital in Madrid. 5. Israel. A temporary truce held for a second day Tuesday with no incidents reported overnight. Hamas is seeking an end to an Israeli-Egyptian border blockade of Gaza. While Israel wants Hamas to disarm, Israel's airstrikes on Gaza has left neighborhoods decimated. Toll the fighting has taken, stoking concerns the West is wary about humanitarian convoys that Russia began sending to eastern Ukraine early Tuesday, believing the aid could be a pretext for direct military intervention. The 280 trucks are reportedly carrying 2,000 tons of grain, baby food, medicine, sleeping bags and generators. NATO said some 45,000 Russian troops have amassed at the border and that there was a high probability of a Kremlin military intervention. Russia said the aid, which is expected to arrive Wednesday,